Yes, 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 yes. They'll say the muziki bila pressure.
Zero pressure.
No pressure. That is zero pressure.
Any day.
Yes, and we have the artist who's actually done that particular song, and he's featured several other artists who are really, really good. That is Okello Max and Watenda Willie. And in studio, we have the one, the only Elisha Wasaga.
Yeah.
What's up, Elisha?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
We are actually very pleased to have you on the show.
Yeah.
You're an amazing artist. Let me start by saying that.
Thank you so much.
And I'm quite disappointed that hautatuchezea guitar leo. Why now?
Can explain.
Why?
You see the weather right now, the economy.
Yani pia guitar utatuambia weather, utatuambia economy.
It's not what it looks like.
Hey.
Yeah. But thank you so much for having me around.
We're glad to have you on the show. If we can just begin by you just telling the people who are seeing you for the very first time.
Yeah.
Who exactly Wasaga is. Yeah.
Wasaga, Elisha is my name. I'm an artist, songwriter, singer, lead guitarist. So yeah, and vibes over talent any day. Zero pressure is the thing. So I make music for not just to entertain, but also to impact. And yeah, at least let's try fight this depression thing, you know, negative societal pressure.
Very
and see how far we can have fun together.
Very, very important. You've said vibes over talent.
Yeah, vibes over talent.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Yeah, so that's a hashtag we use with my band because we're saying sometimes just having talent is not enough. Yeah, if you were to have just one between vibes and talent, you'd rather have vibes because that is what the world feeds on or needs so much. So if you can convert your talent into vibes and give, you know, just give some good positive energy, and that is what people need. No one cares how well you can play the guitar, how good you can riff and sing, but yeah, if you can make me feel a certain way, now that is what I want to relate to.
Yeah.
So vibes over talent.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
And it seems like you're so big on the mental health thing.
Yeah,
is there somewhere that it's rooting from? What is it rooted from somewhere?
I think I'm a people's person and extroverted at some point. So I have friends and I get to create that safe space for them to express themselves. And when I do that, I get to listen to so many stories. Just after Form 4, I had a chance to do safe space with ladies, where I used to train them on, you know, a few life skills and how to cope up with men out here also.
Yeah.
So it was on Wednesdays, and just also had a time to just interact with them. So if I put all this together, I was actually exhausted of saying the same thing all the time. Yo, sis, relax, you know, time itafika nini, relax, ozeeki. So all that. So I decided, okay, maybe I should put in a song and you guys can be listening. So anytime someone is like, track number 4, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, but I also feel like I just don't want to come live, entertain and go without having some impact on my people, on my land, so that my talent is not just for me, but also for everyone. Yeah.
I love that. I really love that. And you said you were working with ladies, called Safe Space for Ladies.
Yeah.
Then who is working for the boy child now? You know, because even men are also working. It's a good thing. I'm not complaining about it, but it's just that sometimes we see people complaining that the boy child has been left behind. The boy child has been left behind. But then again, what are men doing for the boy child as well? It's just a question.
No, that's actually a very good question.
Yeah.
And it's also a concern I'm having, because then the opportunity that had, you know, presented itself was just for ladies. It wasn't like, as much as it was a personal initiative, it was through a platform that was focused on
ladies.
On ladies then, you know. So it's actually a conversation we guys need to have, because we might be preparing ladies so much at the expense of the men, and sisi ndio tuko sadly, but definitely. So at least we can have that balance. You impact the ladies, but also get time to talk to us on even how to handle the ladies who have been impacted.
Yeah, because as we are seeing it right now, the women seem to be very much, you know, empowered and all that. So the boy child does not even know how to handle this lady that has been really empowered. So something to ponder on, you know. We need to have more men coming out for the boy child as well. We're seeing Ogobina do that. It's a good thing. We need to see more men come out to just bring the men together and allow them to speak out and just let them know that their mental health is also just as important.
Sure.
All right, Zero Pressure is the song that we've just gotten to listen to. You've collaborated with Okello Max. Very good collaboration, by the way. Okello Max and Watenda Willie. And if you ask me, I feel like you and Okello Max kind of have some sort of synchronization. I feel like you almost sound the same. I don't know if you felt the same thing. It's like you and Okello have something. But how did that collaboration come to be?
So first of all, shout out to my brother Okello Max and Watenda Willie, Uaya, Israel. Very good musicians. I think some of the best we have in the country.
True.
So I was so privileged to work with them in my first project, which is my EP that I released early this year. So I had the jam. Usually I write songs in different ways. So this one I started with my guitar and everything. And when everything was laid up, I felt they would give that old vibe correctly. So I hit them up and was like, yo, would you mind diving into this jam, and sent them the track. And they loved it. And I feel like, being the good musicians they are, I didn't have to explain so much of my expectation. Because if you listen to my verse, it was so towards societal pressure.
Yeah.
And then Okello came with social media pressure, where guys are talking of iPhones, of all that.
Yeah.
And then Uaya now came with pressure ya sherehe. Tupatane Monday, tupatane Monday.
Usivalize red tukifurahisha mrembo.
Ukijaribu atakwambia mwende home alafu ufike upate lando la meka ile kitu.
Kifuli ile kubwa. Yeah.
Yo. Heri akatai lakini wewe uende home. So there's that. And then Israel came up with the business pressure and things to do with career. Si maringo ini biz, Yeah, okay, na doe zangu nilipe. So I feel like everyone just gave it a wholesome vibe and brought out the intention of the song in their own way. Yeah, and the amazing right is like, yo, so that's how the collaboration came.
So you didn't have to tell them, I want you to write about this and you about this. You just give them your verse so that they get to listen to it and come up with their own verses.
Just give them the verse with spaces in the verses and chorus already nimeimba and all that. I'm like, yo, you all are great musicians. I've been with them for a minute. We were with Okello in the same band back in campus.
Okay, now I see why I get some sort of, you kind of sound the same. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe in the writing.
My take.
Maybe in the writing, the Luo. Yeah. Okello is a bad man. Come on.
He definitely is.
I actually write more in English than I do in
Luo.
In Luo.
Yeah.
But I love to retain our identity. And
creativity is just beautiful. I'm just trying to think. Hatujaambiwa like tuongelele hii or whatever, and the way it came to be that kila mtu nikaa ameongelelea something, and I just love how creativity works.
They didn't write together.
Yeah, so that's what I'm even trying to ponder, like, yo, how intense is that? How it's just amazing.
You just try to ask yourself, what's my space in this track?
Yeah.
What am I trying to speak? Because I think the generation we're having right now is more focused towards not just giving us, talent, but also having some impact with it. If you listen to the songs I write, Okello, Akina Uaya, there's something about it which is just interesting.
Yeah. You mentioned your EP. For someone who hasn't gotten to, vibe with it or gotten to put their hand on it in a way or the other, tell us about the EP.
So my EP is like extended play. It's a small album. So it has 5 tracks. And I started working on it last year, and everything was going good. I'd released like just 3 singles by then. And so initially I actually wanted to do an album, and I had the songs ready. But again, I'm usually open to learning from my brothers in the industry already, and they advised me, being a newbie then, that I should probably consider doing an EP because of pushing it and all that. So I had the idea of what I wanted to communicate, which is the general theme, which is zero pressure and all that. But again, based on the timing, which was Valentine's, I also wanted to give the ladies something interesting for the season. So I had to put it all together, bring the zero pressure even in the relationship. Yeah. So one of my songs, Nakupenda, which is actually the first track in the EP, says, Inema heri na usiwe na pressure. You know.
What does that mean?
So you're the one I love, so no pressure. Kiona wakini hug, usikue na...
Usibabaike, you are the one.
Nitarudi nyumbani.
Things Ben say, usibora narudi kwako.
Relax. I got you.
Mchezo wa town.
Nairobi.
Anyway, it's a beautiful EP, and I hope everyone out there will try just go get to listen to it. There's a song you've done with Kinoti.
Yeah,
I love that song. Nyamama.
You do?
Yes, I do. Tell me more about it.
Yo, Nyamama. Guys, can I cry and then come back?
Yeah. I'll leave you two up. Tissues, somebody, anyone?
So, Nyamama is one of my favorite songs in that EP. And we're in studio with my producer, Wodomolo. Big up, Wodomolo is the best we have in the country.
Actually one of the best.
For sure. Yeah. Give Wodomolo your money. So, we're in studio. It was in a season, I was in a season. And then we just started writing together. It's one of those songs we wrote in studio. Yeah. So we just started writing, and then I had like a pending, you know, it called Mongana Kinoti. I'm like, we should do something together, man. But we never talked again. So I knew if I had something I feel he'd fit well, I'll just hit him up. So Nika chill, and then I had that track, and it was so good. In fact, for the first time, my producer called me at around midnight. I was like, there's something about it. And Wodomolo doesn't call anyhow, so he was actually so serious about it. Then I reached out to Kinoti in Gambia. Okay, you come to me to track. You know, sometimes when the track is good, you don't explain so much.
You don't do much. We are very sorry.
Yeah, so I'm like, I told him, man, this is the track I want us to do. What do you think about it? And Kinoti, quite amazing.
For sure.
He came the following day. We were in studio, and we did it. Just amazing.
It's a beautiful one, by the way. You have a new one that's out. We cannot finish this show without speaking about that, because that is what you're promoting right now.
Definitely.
It's called Awino. What did Awino do to you? Tell me about Awino. Nabado uja to drop your video, by the way. We're waiting on that.
Video in account.
Okay.
Video in account. You might make a good Awino, but okay, next time.
Yeah, I don't mind being Awino in that video.
Come on.
I don't mind.
Yeah, so Awino is actually based on looks, I'd say. You know, sometimes as men, we want to go personality so much until we're talking. Until you guys might forget we also have, you know, something to do with the looks. So Awino is just this pretty lady. I love how she walks, the nyonoga part. And winyoga, you know, the waist is so flexible. Hey, yo, don't get it, forget about it. And then, and then she's just so, what you say, cutesy and demure?
She's demure, very cutesy, very, very classy, very...
Yeah, all that. So that's Awino for you. And then I just wanted to express that and also merge it with how she's touched me, you know, in the places, deep places.
Wachi hapo, imetosha. All right, so Awino is Wasaga's new song. It's actually on YouTube. Not yet released the video, but it's there on YouTube. You can go check it out. Where can they find you individually as Wasaga?
Elisha Wasaga on all streaming platforms. There is Spotify, Apple Music, Boomplay, YouTube, Deezer, any streaming platform. And then for social media, it's Wasaga Elisha. I've just reversed the names. Wasaga Elisha. That is Instagram, TikTok. How many follow? So TikTok and All
right. Thank you so much, Elisha, for coming through to the show. We are really glad that you took time to come through. DJ, I don't know what song you're going to be playing us. Ama uguzishe tu Awino kidogo, lakini haina video. Ama utuimbie. Sing it tumalize. Aguzishe.
Acapella? Okay.
Just as we finish up.
So I'll teach you the song. You'll respond. Nikisema awi, you say
We know.
Cha-cha-cha. Awi cha-cha-cha. Aya Marinda.
Oh, yeah.
Marinda.
Yeah.
Tufanye practice.
Aya, haraka tumalize.
Okay. Awi
Cha-cha-cha.
Awi
Cha-cha-cha.
Aya Marinda.
Marinda.
Aya Marinda.
Marinda.
Awino mama, angoma timo awino tindisanda, chiemo tamanindo tama wich bara, ine mara baby usiende bana, teramos, anything you want baby let me know, teramos, I'm trying hard baby don't you go, ooh-wee.
Cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha.
Haya Marinda.
Marinda.
Haya Marinda.
Marinda.
Awino nyonoga. Yatino winyoga.
All right, thank you so much, Unique.